Good afternoon, YouTube. Today I am bringing to you this really, I want to call it funny. It's not actually funny, but it is ridiculous. So let's just have a watch here. Please like and subscribe to my channel to help my channel grow, and let's watch together here.
Likely event that you find yourself the victim of a home invasion, we are urging citizens not to take matters into their own hands. While we don't want homeowners to feel powerless, we urge you to call 911 and do everything you can to keep yourself and loved ones safe until police arrive and be the best witness possible. This could mean locking yourself in a room away from the perpetrators, hiding, fleeing the home, but don't engage unless absolutely necessary. When we have a weekend like we just had, it's easy to understand our community is feeling unsafe. But let me say this once again, this does remain a safe place to live.
No,
and
it
our service is doing everything possible to investigate these crimes and to maintain public safety.
So here you go. That's a couple of lies right there. We're doing everything we can to investigate the crime which has already been committed. Somebody's died. And we're doing our best to remain committed to public safety. Well, if you did your job, nobody would have died in the first place.
But as I mentioned, it is a shared responsibility, and we need the commitment of everyone in our community, including the criminal justice system, to ensure our region remains safe and secure.
Yeah, blame somebody
In
else.
closing, I'd just like to remind the public that as a police service, our top priority is the safety of all of our communities.
Yeah. If that were true, they'd still be alive, and crime would be way down.
These incidents have had a devastating impact on the families involved and the broader community.
Do you have any concerns about the fact that the Premier is saying you should stand up for yourself, you should defend yourself?
Listen to this.
No, I have no concerns. The Premier can make his own statement and his own mind up about that. What I would say is, as a police service, we'll follow the laws as they're written. If the laws change, we'll change with the laws. But as it stands, we know the best defense for most people is to comply. As you just heard, a number of safety recommendations
Fly!
will allow for those that are victimizing members in the community to leave and not harm anyone. It sometimes can fall on deaf ears when members feel like they have to take matters into their own hands, and the only thing I'd say is, if we are going to rely on our community members to take matters into their own hands to solve this problem, we have all failed our community. So,
This guy's a joke. First of all, if somebody comes in and threatens your wife and children, are you going to just sit there and do nothing? Or are you going to defend the thing most valuable to you in this life? If you're going to listen to this guy, I suggest you not have a house to live in, but you go live with the homeless people. If you care at all about your life, liberty, and security, like it says right in the Charters of Freedoms and Rights, then you will protect your household with all that you've got. And this guy's an absolute joke to me. I don't know how much they're paying him just to say this ridiculous statement. You can see his face. I think he's really trying to force the words out, because if I was this guy, I'd feel so embarrassed, so ashamed that I might even resign before saying it. This is nothing but a lie and misdirection to tell the public there's nothing to see here, your public safety is our concern, yada yada, all the nonsense they have to spew out to try to de-escalate the situation and cover up their mistake. This is an absolute catastrophe of the first order. They cannot let I think the criminals are still at large, actually, and I heard that there was another, let's say, break and entry less than a kilometer away from this property, which the gentleman died protecting his family. The criminals are still at large. How can you say to the public that it's okay to comply with violent criminals that will come into your house, steal your things, and attempt to kill or rape your family? Your wife, maybe they try to rape your wife or your children. These mentally unstable people don't belong on the street, but I'll give him one piece of credit, is that the catch and release system from the Liberal government let the criminals go free instead of putting them in prison forever, the way that they belong. Let them go free. That's another thing. Like, why should they have jurisdiction over things like that? I say the justice system is so screwed up if they can allow that to happen, but police officers can also shoot them. So the incompetence is from the upper echelons all the way down to the meager traffic enforcer, so to speak. They're all to blame. You guys are all guilty. You guys have blood on your hands for this murder that took place. And quite frankly, that you would even try to lie more to the public, disgrace the memory of that brave man who died for his family, and for anybody else who wants to protect themselves as they should. Remember what it says in the Constitution, in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. You have the right to life, liberty, and security. Protect yourself. Protect your property. Protect your family. Anything that you protect it that matters to you. I don't care. A car is just a car. They can try to de-escalate it as much as they want. Maybe you don't own the car. Maybe if they stole the car, you still have to make payments on it even though it got stolen. Doesn't matter. If they break into your home, you have every right to protect your home by any means necessary and protect your own person, your family, your property. That's it. Our premier here in Alberta made me laugh when she said it. You know, if they don't want to have a violence happen to them, those criminals, then don't break into somebody's house. Period. And to contrast it, I have this lovely clip from a guy from Texas, and not to encourage this kind of behavior, because he actually had to go to court for a long time to fight it off that it wasn't murder. But this is one of those things. Look at how he talks to the dispatch.
Pass 911, what is your emergency?
Burglar was breaking into a house next door.
What's the address there, sir?
7418, not my address, but next door, okay?
Yes, sir. 7418 what, sir?
Timberline Drive.
Yeah, the media will try to portray this man as a criminal for shooting criminals who broke into his neighbor's house and actually succeeded in stealing something, and he shot them basically right there on the front lawn.
I have a shotgun. You want me to stop him?
Nope, don't do that. Ain't no property worth shooting somebody over, okay?
Well, they're breaking in right now. They're living in their house.
I disagree with that completely.
What color is that?
Your family is property worth dying over, shooting over. I tell you, somebody tried to attack my wife or my son, they'd be in big trouble. I tell you.
What's it breaking into?
It's kind of a red brick, right next to a two-story brick on my home.
All right. What's the guys look like? White, black, Hispanic?
They're black, two of them.
Two black males?
Yeah.
What are they wearing?
Who in their right mind thinks that we should defend criminals like that? This guy looks like he might have murdered people in the past. But definitely if he's broken into this home, he's broken into other homes in the past. A guy like this in Canada, we say liberty for him. That's how distorted our public domain has become. Defending criminals, defending losers, defending mentally sick people who belong in jail or they don't belong on the streets with society because society need to be protected. This guy should be put away, right? In the States, the Joe Horn put him down. So it's like, what are you going to defend?
A green shirt and white tennis shoes and blue jeans. Both of them are in the house right now.
Look at these guys.
What's the other one wearing, sir?
I didn't get a look at the other one.
What's your last name, sir?
Horn, Joe Horn, H-O-R-N.
Joe, what is your phone number, please?
This is my cell phone, 713-819-9826.
And you're at what address, please?
I'm at 7418 Timberline. They are next door.
Do you know that number next door?
I don't know if it's ascending or descending. But, hurry up, man. Catch these guys, will you? Because I ain't going to let them go. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's another point I want to make, is that this guy here, this joke of a police chief, you don't take into account that there's precious moments before the crime is going to happen where the police need to be there. That's the time that expired, making the call to the police, up to the police actually arriving. Now, how long is that time? Can they respond in time? And in that time, somebody can be raped, somebody can be shot, property can be stolen, all kind of things can be damaged, anything can happen. That's the key. That's why citizens deserve the right, they have the right to protect themselves and their property and their family. I know I say that, but I want family at the end so that you remember that's the key thing. That is a property worth dying over. If I have to choose between myself and my wife, I'll let myself be in the way before my wife can take that bullet. You know what I mean? It has to be like that. What are you going to say? Are we such a dishonorable society? We don't even want to protect the innocents in our society no more? We rather protect criminals and losers? Take a look here.
Let him go. I'm not going to let him get away with this shit.
Okay, hold on.
Skip ahead a bit.
This kind of stuff. Man, this is ridiculous.
Yes, sir, it is.
Broad daylight. I don't know if they're armed or not. I know they got a crowbar because that's what they broke in the windows with.
Which window did they go through?
On the side where the gate is, I mean, you know, where the fence is, because nobody can see them. That would be the right-hand side, looking from the front. Man, this is scary. I can't believe this happened in this neighborhood.
Yep. I think that the gentleman that lived in his neighborhood was also surprised that could happen in his neighborhood
Scary.
as well.
I can't believe this would happen in this neighborhood.
If we don't get there, he's gonna go shoot their ass. Yeah?
Can you see anything at all?
No, I can see where they went in the house. I can't see in the house.
I understand that, but you can see where they entered in?
Yes.
So they might slip out the same way, or can you see the front of the house?
I can't see the front. I can go out the front, but go out the front and bring them a shotgun with me, I swear to God.
Oh.
I'm not going to let them get away with it. I can't take a chance of getting killed over this, okay?
No.
I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot.
Hey, don't leave the house.
Don't go out there, okay? I know you're pissed off, and I know what you're feeling, but it's
Don't
not worth shooting
engage.
someone over this, okay?
I don't want to, but I mean, if I go out there, you know, to see what the hell's going on, I mean, what north am I going to have?
No, I don't want you to go out there. I asked if you could see anything out there. If you could see.
I can see a little bit of the driveway, but see, I can't see the front.
Can you see anything out in the front of the house that, like a vehicle that came in or anything?
No.
You can see the dispatchers trying to keep him calm, but their response is so long already. This is already 3 minutes in. The police still haven't arrived, and it's longer yet. To those who dispute that's a regular response time, or however you want to rationalize it.
From where you're at, don't go outside, okay? Stay in the house. Mr. Horn, you still there?
I'm here.
All right.
By the way, all credit again to Lamont at Large for the video and for the recording. I guess that's off the news, but whatever. I appreciate the video that he made here.
I'm going to tell you when I've got officers on the scene out there.
Not yet, you don't.
No, I don't.
I can't see the front of the house. I can't tell if they stole something and getting away or not.
That's all right. Ain't nobody home that you know of, is there?
Well, over there, I would assume, I hope not.
Okay. I mean, you know your neighbors?
No, I really don't know these neighbors. I know the neighbors on the other side really well. I can assure you if it had been their house, I'd already done something.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Because I know them really well. You know.
This kind of behavior, I want to point that out. Who in Canada is going to say that on behalf of my neighbors? If I saw somebody breaking into your house, I was going to shoot the criminals responsible. Who is going to talk like that in Canada? Nobody. Maybe very, 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 very rarely they talk like that. And in no common place to do anyways. Maybe here in Alberta people may talk like that. I don't know. But Ontario, if you talk like that, you're the one likely to go to jail. That's what they're trying to... things are so backwards ass in this country now. Why is it that they defend the criminals and not let the citizens at least defend themselves or defend their neighbors? They act as though we have to condemn that. That's not rational behavior. That's not good behavior. I guarantee you it is good behavior, because that make you more likely to protect your neighbors rather than turn your back on them like we are right now. Apathy. Enforced apathy. That's what we have in Canada.
Mr. Horn,
Yes,
I want you to listen to me carefully, okay?
yes.
Gun officers coming out there. I don't want you to go outside of that house. And I don't want you to have that gun in your hand when those officers are poking around over there.
I understand that, okay, but I have a right to protect myself too, sir, and you understand that.
Yes,
And the laws have been changed in this country since September the 1st, and you know it and I know it. I have a right to protect myself.
That's right.
I'm right to
And a
leave.
shotgun is a legal weapon. It's not an illegal weapon.
No, it's not.
That's
I'm not
also
saying
correct.
that.
All right.
I don't want you to...
It's
you
not
know,
an illegal
Okay, he's
weapon.
coming out the window right now. I gotta go, buddy. I'm
Hey,
sorry, but he's coming out the window.
No, don't go out the door. Mr. Horn? Mr.
God
Horn?
damn it, they just stole something. I'm going out the window.
No,
I'm sorry.
I don't know
I ain't
about
gonna get
this.
away with this shit. They stole something. They got a bag of
the
something.
house.
I'm doing it.
Mr. Horn, do not
I'm
go
sorry.
outside the house.
This ain't right, buddy.
You're going to get yourself shot if you go outside that house with a gun.
You wanna make a
What do you
bet?
think? Okay, get out of the house.
They weren't getting away.
That's all right. Property's not worth killing someone over.
It is if it's your
Okay.
family.
God damn it.
Don't go out the house. Don't be shooting nobody. I know you're pissed and you're frustrated, but don't do it.
They got a bag of loot.
Okay? How big is the bag? They're carrying the
It's a
bag
hand-
up. They're walking out about a hand up.
And
Yeah. Which way are they going?
I can't, I'm going outside. I'll find out.
I don't want you going outside, Mr. Horn.
Well, here it goes, buddy. You hear the shotgun clicking, and I'm going.
Go outside.
Oh boy.
My gun ready.
No, you're dead.
One past them.
Get the law over here quick, man. Get one of them's in the front yard over there. He's down. The other one's run down the street.
Where
I
are
had no
you?
choice. They came in the front yard with me, man.
Where
I
are
had no
you?
choice. I'm 7418 Timberline. Get somebody over here quick, man.
All right, Mr. Horn, are you out there right now?
No, I am inside the house. I went back in the house, man. They come right in my yard. I didn't know what the shit they was going to do. I'm
Did
gone,
you
okay?
shoot somebody, Mr. Horn?
Yes, I did. They're
Where
out
are you
here
right
right
now?
now. I'm inside the house.
You're inside
Please get
7418.
out here right now. I'm
Put that, Mr. Horn, put that gun down before you shoot an officer of mine. I've got several officers out there without
I am in the
uniforms
front
on.
yard right now. I am.
Put that gun down. There's officers out there without uniforms on. Do not shoot anybody else. Do you understand me?
I understand.
I've got
I
police
understand.
officers out there that
I
do
am
not
right out
have
in the front
on.
yard waving my hand right now.
You don't have a gun with you, do you?
No.
You see?
Okay, so I don't want to condone some of this behavior. I do appreciate the man defending his neighbor's property. That's the point of this. That's courage. This guy acts like what that guy just did, Joe Horn, that's criminal. It is, because Joe had to go to court to prove his innocence, but then I think he was found not guilty because he was well within his rights to protect that to protect himself and property. Let's see. Shooting. Man cleared for killing neighbor's burglars. Okay, so a grand jury failed to indict Joe Horn, yada yada yada, and here it is. So we go here to Texas. This is how it's supposed to be, okay? Here in Canada, we don't have the right to defend ourselves. And now they're even that extreme that they're trying to say that criminals have the right to kill you more than you have the right to defend yourselves. Criminals have the right to break into your home more than you have the right to protect your home. Hide yourselves in a room somewhere and hope that the criminals don't try to kill you or something and comply with their every request. This is not the right way to behave. This is the way to behave for somebody who's a coward. For somebody who that's fine talk, police officer talking like that. These guys are always armed. So what are you trying to say to the public? Maybe we can also say that policemen shouldn't be armed. Is that what you're trying to say? Because we have to surrender completely to criminal. Of course, I'm just, putting it out there, whatever. We never say like that. But the point is that you have the right to defend your property. You have the right to defend your family and yourself. Life, liberty, and security, we have the right. That's right in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, right on the top line. We have distorted, and I blame everyone, because we should all take responsibility for the well-being of this nation and this country and ourselves and our home and our neighborhood and so on. If people started doing that rather than try to change, like on a grand scale and make the world a better place and all that nonsensical talk, if you just try to make things better at home, starting, things would be a lot better for everyone if people work on themselves individually. But what this guy said is an absolute disgrace. Nobody should listen to what this guy said. I'm telling you. If I lived in Ontario, I'd organize a protest to protest this for all the good it would do. But everybody has to stop acting like lying is better than confronting the truth. That lying is better than saying, we don't have that kind of... Let me tell you what's wrong with Canada. We've accepted that lying is better than defending our fellow men. We lied to protect our job. We lied to protect our reputation. We lied to be protected from the mob. But really, it's a joke. It's a joke what this country has become. I wouldn't even call this a country. This is not even a safe nation. This is a disgrace amongst other nations. Everybody look down at Canada. Nobody respect Canada. Nobody admire Canada. Who listened to the House of Commons, to Mark Carney or any of those losers? Who listened to them and admire what they say or even absorb what they say? Nobody. Trump laugh at us. The world laugh at us. They say we're the only country stupid enough that the Liberal government, which has been running in corruption for so long under Justin Trudeau, changed the leadership, and everybody here is naive enough to elect them again. And then expect different results. What is that called? You do the same thing and expect different results. That's insanity, I think. Right? This is an absolute joke. How this country, it's... How else can I say other than it's doomed? Who really want to fight for Canada now? What's left of Canada to fight for? You have tyranny of the Liberal government and people like this guy pretending like it's a politician's problem and it's the problem with the law, that officers are hogtied, that they can't do anything to protect the public. That's essentially the guy is trying to reassign blame. Yeah, right. You guys are responsible. Your cops on the ground are responsible. And your failure, your incompetence, this is what matters the most. Not your crooked words here that you've tried to sell to the public. It's a joke. This is an absolute joke. That you would have the audacity to say something like that to the public. No, you don't have the right to defend yourselves. Comply with criminals. Joke. It's an absolute joke. Nobody should take it seriously. I wouldn't if I was there. I think you should probably move. That seems to be the solution for a lot of people, is get the hell out of Dodge. There's nothing much that you could say. People ask all the time in the United States, what's wrong with Canada? Is there anybody left, with courage and whatnot? Yeah, they were. They got arrested and sent to prison, and some of them are getting like 10 years in jail, 20 years in jail. I don't know, but I look at the trucker convoy and some of those people like that have been crucified in the name of, like they've been made an example of. We have totalitarianism here now. There's no rule of law. Rule of law is suspended. Criminals are running rampant. There's no rule of law. There's no borders. There's no security. There's no rule of law. And as I said in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, that's a basic truth that everybody has to adhere to. Doesn't matter what politic, doesn't matter Trudeau himself. That's why it's still shocking to me that there's no criminal charges for those people. It's just let them go, let them go. They keep on making more of a mess and let them go. Right? So again, I ask the question, what happened to Canada now? What's happening? There's nothing left of Canada that worth left defending. I don't know exactly what specifically there is left to defend, if not the basic fundamental right to life itself. You have the right to protect your family, the right to protect yourself, the right to protect your property. You don't have those things. What is there worth living for here? You can't build a business. You can't build a peaceful household. You can't do anything without worry that your neighbors will snitch on you to the cops or to the local. You know, we have become a nation of dishonorable fools. It is plain as it is. I blame myself. What else can I do? I can't blame any of you. You can only say, this is my fault as well. The same that I'm saying right now. You can say it for yourself. I can't say it for you. It's a joke. What happened to us? We acted as though we can rationalize our way through cowardice. So, it's a harsh message to sell the public, but I had to say it. I tried to say this one a little bit more comical than the last one I'm trying to say, but whatever. Essentially, that's the truth of it. That's the as I see the bottom of it. That kind of chivalry amongst citizens, that kind of bravery amongst citizens is no more. We condemn a man for defending his family. And we say that, you know, I didn't say that, but our press is saying that. So, you know, where can we go from here? I don't know. Please like and subscribe to the channel to help my channel grow. I will start releasing these videos because what else am I going to do? There's nothing. I don't know if it's going to lead to anything, and I don't really care at this point because this country has degenerated so bad. Like, there's not going to be any pushback. In the beginning, I kept hoping there was going to be some kind of pushback against the tyranny. There was, then they got shut down and destroyed and demolished and bankrupted. I mean, what is it going to take for you people to wake up? I don't understand. So, that's it. Bye-bye.